You are now tuned into the Chef Team Podcast.
Niggas. So precise.
Don't do it.
Sean.
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna do
Got the vibe in my space. Got the bounce, feel the bass. I got the kick, 808s. Ooh, I'm about to make a play. I'm a chef.
So welcome.
I'm a chef.
Another
chef.
edition to the
I'm a
Slim
chef.
to None podcast
I'm a chef.
hosted by your boy Slim CTE. No concussion. You feel me? We got my boy Mr. S is in the building.
Mr. S.
You know, I called
He is
him.
here.
And then, it's part of the mystery. We see, I've been seeing the feedback and asking why my man not on camera.
Don't worry about why I'm not on camera. Worry about why you not on camera. Worry about why you ain't got no money in your bank account. Worry about why your girl out here fucking all these niggas on you. I'm sorry.
That shit got deep, personal, like shit. But it's all good though.
I ain't eat yet. My fault.
Nah, but
y'all know what that feel like, man. When you ain't eat for a couple hours and you just want to smack somebody.
yeah, like
Just a little bit.
we get there, So, but
Fingers start to twitching. Sweat start beating down your
yeah,
forehead.
alright. Nigga fat, you feel me? Like it's like nah, I play.
Face getting red and you dark skin.
It's like nah, good vibes. You feel me? I ain't going. I ain't trying to comment too more because
Could you imagine? Your face red as shit, boy. Why you so red? You dark skin.
niggas gotta get checked out on that.
My fault.
Nah, so you straight. But yeah, so today's topic, we want to talk about the 4 phases of an artist. Just to, we
I
was.
thought there was 5.
Oh, my fault. 5, the bonus. You gotta stick around for that.
Hey, you dig?
You gotta stick around for that one.
But
But
before we get into that, though, you know
mhm.
what I'm saying? If you ate today, go ahead and like and leave a comment.
Yes, leave a comment, subscribe, all the YouTube corny shit. Hey, I ain't say corny, but it definitely helps with
Yeah.
the rhythms. We all
The
try.
rhythms and algorithms.
Yeah, the algorithms.
The algies and the rhythms.
The rhythms, man. Just honestly, let's just keep it a buck. Everybody just trying to attack the rhythms.
You feel me?
Get part of the rhythms.
Everybody, your girl, you,
Yeah.
your mom, your dad.
Everybody want an algorithm. So
Everybody want an algorithm.
So
So if you give me an algorithm, I'll give you an algorithm.
yeah,
And we can all algorithm.
we get algorithm. We can hold that up. Nah, but on the real shit, it's shit in there. If you want to dissect it, and you know what I'm talking about. When we talk about this algorithm, that's the shit. Everybody want to be part of the algorithm, and just get the likes, get the engagement, and come back.
Like, yeah.
Come closer.
Nah, just pointed towards you.
Oh, word. I feel that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Yeah, so really the force. So I say I'll kick it off with the first phase. I should say first phase.
Break it down to him, Slim.
So I believe the first phase of an artist is really, it all begins with the love. Like, I hate to sound cliche,
The love.
but like when I mean this the phase where like you just notice, like I feel like every artist had this little phase where like, okay, they just noticed like they've been a little bit more in tune with music than the other people. And like you low key, you start singing in the shower, like everybody singing in the shower, but you like, hold on, that shit was alright.
You start hearing them notes, you be like, wait, nah.
This nigga's behind him. Yo, we gonna expose this nigga one day, you know what I mean? The shit he be doing behind the camera, and I just be keeping a straight face. But you know what I mean? I ain't mean to expose you, bro. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It's crazy.
But
Because like you said I did it, but really you just did it. They didn't see that.
But I was just trying to translate, like,
Nah, that was nasty.
yo, it's a cold world niggas is living in, dog. But that's fine, dog.
I mean, it is. It's COVID out here.
Man,
Bars!
I'm a string for this. Yeah. I needed to mix my shit.
Niggas be like, I I gotta keep this nigga around. He got value right now.
Yeah, said,
wait
yeah,
till this nigga diminish in value. You ever was working with a nigga and he was good at his job, but he was like such an ass person. He was like, man, wait till this nigga fuck up.
Nah, definitely. There's some niggas, they be like, man, I mean, wait, this nigga fuck up.
Wait till he don't stock this motherfucker. All right.
Yeah, dog. I mean, honestly, I never been like that because every job I really don't care, but I definitely had that same energy. Like some people get on the clock, you be like,
yeah, he's a weirdo. He just work hard, but he a weirdo.
Yeah, it was like, bro, I can't talk to this nigga, man. You feel me?
On his 15, he disappeared and he come back like with a weird vibe.
Yeah, shout out to them weird workers, man, because you know what, y'all give niggas perspective. Like,
shout out to the people that's working them 10-hour shifts, and on their 30-minute they go in their car and cry. Shout out to y'all grinding out here. Cause y'all got 2 kids at the crib and they need to eat. And your man's left you, but he ain't know the second child was his. Wasn't his. He just thought they was both his. But he left you because he cheated on you with Keisha, and Keisha ain't even stay with him because Keisha got a whole nother man.
Hey yo, so shout out to whoever going through that shit. This shit sounds fucked up, and you need to get you got to go to church, my boy. I don't know. I can't.
Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna shout you out. We should just pray for him.
Yeah, nah, definitely pray for him because I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. I don't know who got the answers.
You be looking like Sway.
Nah,
you don't have the answers.
Yeah, so you niggas had that. You know what I mean? You could hit up Google or any other search engines because you know this is not an ad. They don't pay us. You know, fuck everybody.
Who's Google? I don't even know what Google is.
Alright, man, fuck. Yo, niggas supposed to go back in the face. Shit, where we at? Nah, yeah, fuck them. But nah, dead ass. So phase 1, that's when you start like really just fall in love with the artistry, and that's when like shit just start piquing your interest, and that's when you start you know, you might start freestyling for the first time at a party or something like that, like, or you know, that's how you start free. Yeah.
I was just about to ask you too. What were a few things you started to do when you knew you was like, yeah, I'm probably in phase 1. Like I probably love music too much, like more than the average person.
Well, I felt like, honestly, for me, I always felt like I always had that love in middle school. I started writing like in elementary, you know, in middle school and even high school, but I ain't really started taking it serious until I graduated. But I knew in middle school, because I originally wanted to be a DJ. And like that's when MySpace was popping. So and I was niggas check out my playlist. We exchanging playlists. See who got the best playlist. Like that was my thing.
Shout out to MySpace.
Yeah,
the internet ain't really get toxic till Twitter and the gram. I ain't gonna lie, MySpace was innocent.
Yeah, MySpace was innocent. They had everything. I fuck with the space, but you know, you can't go back because they tried to keep up, or I don't know what they did.
I don't know where they at.
Well,
they probably bought out.
They should have stayed true.
Right?
Cause
they need that. They need the rhythm.
they need the algorithm.
They need the algies.
Yeah, they need help. Everybody need help with the algorithm. But nah, like that's for so for me, I don't know, like to answer your question directly. I think when I graduated, like when I was in college, just writing instead of taking notes.
Sad.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this thing out. And then
crazy. How much was your tuition you was doing that? It's crazy.
Low key, I was on the scholarship. Ooh. I shouldn't have did it, but you know, shit happens. Shit happens for a reason though, because I definitely wasn't into it.
Shout out to all the black men out there with scholarship.
Yeah, facts.
Right now, women is killing it in the world. We looking sad.
That's a Fendi fact. That's a Fendi fact. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to the brothers with the degrees. You know what I mean? And especially the ladies for holding it down. We catching up. We gonna catch up. I got faith in the brothers.
Yeah,
I got faith in the brothers.
But alright, so you said you was freestyling at parties. You was like, what was another? You said you was singing in the shower.
Well, not necessarily
you
singing,
hitting the flows in the shower.
But yeah, definitely like just like freestyling stuff. Like I knew I was always writing over other instrumentals, and just the way I was curating playlists. even at a younger.
Ooh, he started writing.
Yeah, so it's just
You know what that sounds like?
what
Phase 2.
he said.
The
Phase
dabble.
The dabble. I mean, yeah. So definitely phase 2, the dabble. That's as niggas call it, but it's really just the after you start, you get interested in the craft. That's where you fell into this big ass rabbit hole. You dabble. That's when you start doing your education, as in like not school, but okay, how I get better. That's when you okay, I'm getting to the stew. I gotta go to the stew. Okay.
Yep. You on the tube? You just looking up stuff, or you like listening to songs and figuring out how they wrote in that flow.
Fact. Like I remember in the beginning, like in that phase 2 is like. I would listen to a song, I'd be like, damn, how that happened? So I'm like, okay, I want to do that. So I go to the dude next session, I'm like, yo, King, you know how to do this? And I'll play the song. I'm like, oh yeah, that's da 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 da. That's the back of my mind. Okay, if I want that, I know what to say.
Yeah.
You know.
You just learning them tips and tricks.
And that's something that shit you can't shortcut. Cause I definitely thought I was gonna come in, drop a song, got one tape, though, niggas out of here.
Yeah.
Obviously. Not the case.
I feel like this phase 2, it can be the longest. Like the dabble can be like pretty long, especially if you're not super outgoing or like confident yet. So you're just like you just keeping it all to yourself, and you just like educating you like, nah, I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna figure this out before I even get into the stool. Cause at that point you're not even comfortable like going to a professional stool, because you don't even want to perform whatever you wrote in front of the engineer. You like, I don't know that man or woman. I ain't trying to.
Yeah, this is like especially if you got some deep shit. You be like, I don't know these things.
Yeah, I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to shed a tear on the mic.
Nah, fact. And it's just
shout out to all the artists that have shed a tear after they recorded a very deep song. Y'all real ones.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out here is capping in their music, me included. And well, occasionally.
Speak for himself. It's like, definitely. Nah, it's a fine line between capping and,
honestly, the best cappers are the best writers.
Yeah.
We don't gotta talk about that.
Yeah, that's enough. I ain't trying to expose niggas. But we all know you be hearing some shit, you be like, that really ain't happening, but that makes for a good story.
Yeah, like, dude, that was a fire song, but you ain't do none of that.
Yeah, same thing with movies, but yeah, we ain't gonna call out the cap. Because, that means we hit. But,
so before we move out of phase 2, how long was your phase 2? How long was your dabble / educating myself on the music phase?
It's like
months, years.
I'll definitely say years for me, just because my sound is always changing in my way, like just always evolving. But I'll say years just because there's so much to learn, like from scratch. Most of everybody just learning from scratch, including myself. So when like you might think you know something, but like that year or that something, then you pick up another technique, you be like, oh
yeah.
Or matter of fact, better way, the more hands-on you get, the more you realize you don't know shit.
Yeah, it's like it's like that quote, a true wise man knows nothing.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I got
it's limitless, bro.
Yeah, so basically during that phase, so I say 2 to 3, 2 to 4.
2 to 4. I feel that. Yeah, honestly, that's not like super long when you think about it.
Yeah, in the grand scheme, it's definitely not that long, because 2 years, like 2018 was just.
Yeah. I recorded my first track at 15. I showed it was a long time ago. I showed you, but I didn't think even that from then to the first time we got into the studio. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah. Right. Easily like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So like, and when I was saying in that phase, I was definitely researching down to like just a little quick things like how to like songwriting skills, like song structures. Sometimes like freestyling drills.
Yep.
Just a couple. Even mixing wise, like I'm not an engineer, but I definitely want to know more about a mix, about a master, just to help bring to the studio, like, oh yeah, I saw a little plugin. What's up with that? You got that? Or just a little small shit that definitely that will help you, because as you realize that even at each different studio setup, or the more you record, even when you just look over a nigga's shoulder, you gonna pick some things up.
Yeah.
You gonna be like,
I feel like too that speaks to like a overall topic of like First of all, phase 1 is really important because if you don't love it,
Yeah.
you're just not gonna be inclined to want to learn all that and know
That's
everything
true,
about it.
Mhm.
So it's super important in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? That's just a life lesson, bro.
Yeah.
If you really don't love it and you really don't want it,
You want to get tested.
Yeah.
How do you really want this?
yeah, you're gonna get tested and you're gonna bail. You're
Mhm.
gonna bail if you don't want it.
Yeah.
But if you really in it and you don't care, you're not in it for I'm not gonna say bad reasons, but reasons that aren't pure.
Okay. Yeah. Reasons that are not.
Yeah,
I feel that.
your reasons ain't pure, bro. It's not going.
It's not. Don't even bother, bro. Because it's like
Nothing fake ever lasts, bro. Ever.
you want to expose your foundation shit.
Yep. You gonna be like, oh, what's that? You just trying to make music, and then all of a sudden, there's people out here, they just elevating, bro.
Mhm.
They elevating because they got that itch. You like, yo, what reverb? Yo, what the? Oh, cool. So if I do that, I do okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fact.
Oh, that's how I write the song. Phase
So
3.
So it's the lead in phase 3. I will say, mind you, these are all just rough phases. Our personal opinion. Obviously somebody, if you got a different phase or, disagree, we can have a conversation, leave a comment, whatever, reach out.
Yeah. Or like say if you was born in the music, you know what I'm saying? Maybe your phases are running a lot faster or a lot earlier or just
Exactly.
they're just in a different order. Like what if because if you're born into it and your parents pushed you into it, you don't even know if you love it like that. So you skipping phase 1, you just already in it.
Yeah.
You educating, whether it be like formally or informally, and then next thing you know, you either fall for it or you don't, and then everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the lead to the phase 3, so back into that phase 3, we believe is that's when you reach like finding your sound. Wait, say that. Nah, that shit corny. But but nah, definitely it's the finding your sound. That's when you start to poke your chest out on the mic a little bit. Like, all right, this is the phase where you're like, okay, I'm confident. Like,
it's taking you less takes to record things.
Yeah, less takes to record things. Like that's when you could truly feel comfortable on the mic. Like
you're starting to discover yourself.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's the idea, cool. Like, and then when you start to stand out, what's the best way to put it?
Well, differentiate. I feel like it's when you start to differentiate yourself from the music that you love, and you're starting to create your own, like, just wavelength.
Yeah, so, I agree with that. I would say, when this come to finding your sound, not necessarily, because, granted, finding your sound, it's subjective as fuck. Sound
100%.
is sound to you, whatever you listen to, but when I mean like finding your sound is something that when you play this shit, like you fuck with this shit, like you be like, oh,
yeah, that's
me.
true.
That's
me.
Like,
cause something could be good and fire, but you not want to make that type of music.
Exactly.
Then you haven't found your sound. Even though you're making good music, you can make good music for years and still not find your sound, cause you're just making what you think people want to hear. Yeah. And not exploring the depths of your creativity.
And I think, also, if it's your sound, it just come naturally more easier. And like a certain topic, like, me talk about weed, them shits just fly out. If I'm talking about the smoking track,
easy work.
That shit easy work, you know what I mean? You might talk to Benny the Butcher, niggas talk about coke.
Easy work. Pusha T, coke, easy work.
Yeah, so, but the list go on and on. So it's like when you was like, you actually sit in your sound, comfortable.
Fall into your own pocket.
Yeah, and it's just...
Doesn't mean you can't have similarities with other people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also another thing. We say finding your sound doesn't mean you don't sound like nobody else, because obviously a certain sound might stem from something else.
Yeah.
But the origin mixed with your shit will make it yours.
Yeah, it's not new under the sun.
Like, basically, me and him, he's a singer, I'm a rapper. We both have the same sound, as in we both love strings, guitars. But the way he hop on his guitars and the way I hop on the guitar is gonna be two different ways.
Yep.
So that's still two different sounds, even though technically one sound is a guitar. So.
Yeah. It's like sonically, like you going, like it'll be perceived differently, even though like some of the textures might be the same. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing new under the sun. Everything is just a layer or a combination of things that are already here. So it doesn't even matter. Like, as long as you just make it your own. Like, obviously there's some people that like deviate like extremely. Yeah. But it's still here. Like even when like sampling became like huge, it was still music that was already here. But it's like when people started saying, you putting songs into songs and making songs
over top of it.
Over top of songs?
Yeah.
And you put 808s on there? Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It got crazy.
Or another thing also, like, this is just why we on sound. Another gem is like not necessarily, even in business, not necessarily recreating something new, is just bringing something back, like provide a better service. Like, even like, you know, that boom bap might be somebody's sound. That shit been forever, but when they bring it back, they provided a different service. They provided a service that's needed. Yeah. So it's like, that's where phase 1 come in, or phase 2, I should say, is like doing your homework. Cause that's where you can start listening to a lot of older shit. You be like, oh, this is what I'll be trying to get in. This is shit I'm on. And then you get inspired. And you be like, okay, I found this shit in the 70s. This shit sound like what I'm trying to do now. Let me add a modern touch to that shit. Yep. And this shit's about to pop.
Yep. Honestly, it's phases. Like we said, they're phases, but it's really like they feed into each other. Yeah. Right? Because you're saying once you get to the next phase, it doesn't mean you can't go back, re-educate, back, relearn and fall back in love with. Yeah. So then you can progress some more. So you're saying, oh wait, so if I learn more genres, more sounds, more ways to perceive music, I can then create more genres, more sounds, and more ways to perceive music. That's all it is. But you can only do what you know.
Yeah, facts, and that's why you got to get the knowledge. You like, you just have more shit at your arsenal at will when you just put that work in.
Shout out to the people that learn music theory.
Yeah.
Or let me not call it.
Not me.
It's not like it's you know, mainstream music theory is very much Eurocentric, but we don't gotta get into like there's different types of music theory. Just shout out to the people that educate themselves on just how to create good music, bro. Good music.
And now I would say I would transition to phase 4. So after you got the love for the craft, you did your homework, you found your own sound.
Yes, sir.
Now phase 4, you're entering that what's the best way to put it? I guess you could say
every song you're making now, you're just trying to make better than the last. Yeah. We call it the better than the last phase.
Better than the last phase.
You get caught up and almost, I mean, if you're really in, like, you get driven insane by the idea that like you just want to keep elevating and you want to make the next hit. Yeah. Right? But sometimes making the next hit is not the best way to think of it. So you may say, I'm just going to make a better song than the last one I made.
Yeah, so that phase definitely, I'm trying to think better way to put it, but I definitely like, it's the same principles are the same. Like, when you go in the booth, better than the last, maybe not necessarily in the lyrics, but it could be the production as well. It's like, okay, we got a better beat. Okay, I'm gonna get a better hook. I'm gonna get a better verse.
You call it the one up.
Yeah, better. All right, that's better. One up.
That's playing right there.
Yeah, that's one up. With the one up phase, that's better.
You just constantly one upping yourself. You're in competition with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You just competition with yourself. That's where you just. Also, I would like to put in that's when you just start creating. Like, cause you got your foundation just super solid when it comes to creating your lane, your waves. So it's okay. I'm gonna try to get better. I'm gonna create. Yeah. Just try to get a lot of ideas that I can. And now once you get your pool of ideas, that's where you can cipher through and be like, okay, this shit cool. Or this got potential. I'm gonna dive into.
Yep. You know. And you know what's funny? I think with this phase, one of two things will always happen. You'll make music the fastest you've ever made it, or the slowest you've ever made it. Think about it.
Okay.
Because you're either gonna, you're either gonna just have that urge, and your creative flow is like that, so you're tapped in, so you're just next one, on to the next, or you're caught up in the one up, so you don't move on from a track when it needs to be moved on because you're still just trying to make it.
Just so meticulous about everything. You just
well, if I get this notch right here, people are just gonna like it more, bro. Honestly, I would say 45% of the things that you do to a song in production, most people are never going to pay attention to. Never.
Yeah, it's sad to say. It's not scratch that. It's not even sad. It's just when you like the mainstream audience, their ear is not trained as into like an engineer who hears every fucking frequency in the track. Like,
yeah.
So
I would say it's about the trained ear, but two, I would just say it's about people. It's like this, right? It's like when you go to the gym, right, and you see somebody who's like fit. When you look at them, you don't see the days they put in. You don't see every rep they did.
True.
You don't see how many miles they ran. All that sweat they poured on the. You know what I'm saying?
That would be tough.
All you see.
By the way.
Yeah, no, that would be tough. You got flashbacks.
Like you see a nigga stash, you be like, all right, that'll make more niggas want to work out. You be like, okay, he put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it would pull you away from that. Man, why he look back? He don't even look. It would stop you from hating. Yeah. Cause you'd be like, nah, but he grind. You respect that. He grinded for that.
Yeah.
You just see the final result. Same with consumers. Mm-hmm. Bro, they don't know how that box of cereal got on that shelf. They just know they like this cereal, so they gonna go grab them motherfucking some cornflakes and go home and pour bowls down and eat. They don't know the work that the people had to put in to put them cornflakes on the shelf. Right. So they don't know the work you did to make sure your song sounded the way it sounded. They just know it sounds the way it sounds, and they either like it or they don't. Sure. When you start making music that way, you have more fun. You have more fun. You get less caught up in it.
I agree with you, definitely. It will be this phase most likely be the fastest you made music or the slowest.
Yeah.
You know.
Get caught up in that.
You just it's a different rhythm.
Yeah. And neither one of them is a bad or good thing. It just is what it is. Don't view either one as a bad. Just because you make music faster or slower than the next person doesn't mean they make the better music because they take longer. Facts. And you make the worst music, or you're just a better creator because you create fast. Like,
facts. It's all part of the process.
Yeah.
Like highs and lows, like 8 times 40, but it's a fact.
I laid a song in 15 minutes. Cool, bro. Mm-hmm. Is it a good song?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter.
Word.
Took me 2 days. It took. I remember I was watching something. It took Lady Gaga like a year and a half to do a song.
Damn.
If it was fire, it was fire. If it wasn't, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta. As long as she's comfortable with it. Obviously, it took her that long to get comfortable to where it was like, okay, this is a joint.
Yeah, facts.
I'ma drop it. Mm-hmm. Cool. Some people it takes a day.
So those are the 4 phases. It's the 5th one, but we gonna break down the four first one. So what we say?
So
we got the first job.
For the love.
Yeah, for the love.
Right.
You know, that's when you first
The dabble/education.
The dabble. Right?
Mm-hmm. Finding your sound.
Right. Phase 3.
/ the discovery. Right.
Discovery. Mm-hmm.
Phase 3. Mm-hmm. Phase 4, the one-up.
The one-up, you just get better. You know, try to one-up yourself, get better, push yourself. Yep. Now the 5th phase is where we're at, and I feel like a lot of people are at, is just recognizing we don't know shit.
We don't know shit.
We don't know shit.
and you ain't never gonna know everything, but you want to know everything.
Facts.
So you keep trying to know everything, but there's no such thing as knowing everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's just a rabbit hole. It's just, just recognizing there's always room for growth, especially the industry that we're in today. Music change every 5 years max. Really feel like 2 to 3. Every 3 years, music changes.
Yeah, you trying to adapt. Yeah, stuff's moving. I think music may change in that amount of time, but other things related to music are changing even faster. Like the ways you get it out to people, how they consume. Mm-hmm. So it then changes things about the music, but not necessarily like genre-wise. It'll just change like structure and stuff.
Yeah.
So everything is always adapting. Like y'all realize if you go back and you listen to the old joints, bro, you know there was intros that were longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Listen to music now. No such thing.
That shit gotta get
you ain't getting a 45. You ain't getting a. Oh no. Oh no. It's not recording. Wow.
That joint stopped recording.
We back. But yeah, you ain't getting the an intro longer than 30. You probably gonna get an intro that's 20.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just going to drop right into the hook.
Yeah. Straight to the hook.
Straight to it.
the jump.
You might get 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, man.
But that's just the way people consume it now. Most
Yeah.
of you. Think about you. When the last time you listened to a new song and you stayed past 30 seconds if nothing ain't hit?
But new nigga, yeah, nah. Cause it's like I'm just trained. Like the time is just moving so fast, especially Friday dropping about 3 to 5, really 3 to 6 albums dropping.
Yep.
Okay. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, the shortest draws I'm listening to first.
Yep. You be like, all right, let me check this out.
Yeah,
this one's 25 minutes.
Bro,
it got 9 joints, but it's 25.
I would listen to anything for 25 minutes, damn near. Like,
yep.
Like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot,
You know what's crazy too? This is a side note, but not really a side note.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta stop. I think people have to listen to music more critically. I think they should.
Okay.
Yeah, stop just giving your opinion on like I feel like people, like me included, or like, you know what I'm saying? Stop giving your opinion on music like you ain't really like tapping.
Agreed, definitely. Even if I start doing reviews, I would definitely do reviews on later albums. I would need at least a month.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes that's the best way to judge an album. Like, shit would be popping now, but you listen to that shit a year later, you be like, oh shit, hold on.
Ain't nothing wrong with the first reaction though. There's nothing wrong with like consuming and having an opinion.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take you that long to have an opinion on something. Like if something's bad, something is bad to you.
True. Yeah.
But like if something's good, don't be out here like, oh, this album of the year, this, that, and the third. Bro, you ain't even sat with it for a week and you talking about this the best stuff you ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, chill. Or like, I just feel like that he ain't really saying that. Bro, you don't even know the lyrics.
Yeah.
You just heard it.
Mm-hmm.
How you know he not saying nothing? How about you listen again?
Yeah, nah, definitely. Like, just honestly, that's probably one of my pet peeves. Like, niggas giving like reviews before they finish the album.
Yeah.
Like, that should be bugging me to the soul. Because sometimes shit don't be making sense.
Yeah.
So you listen to a full project.
Yeah.
And then once, like, okay, I love them type projects.
Yeah.
Like, when you created your own world, and sometimes, like, you need to listen to every track that for the whole thing to make sense. The album, like, I remember one example. I remember when Igor popped out, just the first thing popped in my mind. I told somebody about, oh yeah, that shit cool, different vibes, listen to Igor. Oh, what song? What's your favorite? I'm like, I don't really got a favorite because I like the project, but this joint,
listen to the album,
but then I hear it, but here, check it out. So I said, but fuck it, I gave him a track. I throw him boom. I said, oh, I like this joint. And that joint, mind you, I look for album because I never go for singles. Yeah. So they said, okay, went right to that joint, played that joint 15 seconds, like, where's the rapping? And I'm like, yo.
That's so
I'm like, yo, you cannot consume music like that.
I'm personally offended by people that be like that.
And it's the same thing. And the same thing, people was like, when I go to an album, I go to the star, I listen to it for 30 seconds. If I don't like it, I'm not listening to the album. I'm like, come on.
Where they be boxing artists in and then expecting certain names.
That's disrespectful to the craft. You don't even know what niggas got to offer.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy. What somebody had said something about like, wait, why do y'all like if somebody is supplying something that people are purchasing, right? Mm-hmm. It's a supply and demand.
Yeah.
But we only going to sell it and make it this way if y'all keep consuming it.
Yeah.
Like if we keep seeing these numbers up, we gonna have to keep doing it. That's the only why.
That's just business.
All this sound the same because all y'all want to listen to is
the same shit.
It's the same shit. So if y'all want to diversify your portfolio, maybe some artists will feel more inclined to diversify the way they create.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they need to eat too.
Yeah, they only doing what niggas allowed them to do. Right. So yeah, and have some backbone on your listening, man. Support, you know what I mean? Real nigga shit, you know.
At the end of the day, right? Make the music that you want to make, right? Mm-hmm. Give this man a like and a comment because he needs a haircut.
Saying government. He's saying
government. I'm taking it out. I'm taking my fault. I gotta edit that out. All right, we cut this part.
No, it's good.
And we back. You feel me? We just took a short break because guess what? I'm up.
Yeah. Nah, we had to come back.
And we ain't even gonna talk about what.
Yeah, you know, behind the scenes, you know, not too behind, but you know.
Whoa.
Whoa, bro, come on.
Whoa,
this nigga been
nah,
on
just
one
do
all
the
day.
compliments.
Nah, this
nah,
nigga been on
bro.
one
Whoa, repeat what you just said. Matter of fact, don't even repeat it.
Nah.
I'm gonna copy the clip and I'm gonna put that right.
But you know that's not
here.
what I meant though. But you know that's.
It doesn't matter what you meant. It matters how you are perceived. That is how life works. You nasty ass.
I don't know who made
butt
the rules.
Boy. You nasty.
That shouldn't be the rules. I don't know. I need to talk to the manager.
Yo, shout out to the shout out to the workers that deal with those customers. And they be like, I need to see the manager, and the manager not there. They gotta act like they know what they doing.
Mm-hmm. Nah, niggas. Hey, I'm finding somebody in this bitch. A staff lead, assistant.
Yup. Why always your first week too when you get those type customers?
Cause they can smell the fresh blood.
Yeah, they be like,
yeah. They be like, yeah, I need mine. Come here.
I'm gonna catch a lick. I feel like people like that is similar to Karens. Like they just looking for a lick.
Yeah, it's just man. They got nothing else better to do, bro. Let's just be honest though. Them people that be causing problems at the grocery stores, like y'all niggas don't. Unless they honestly fucked up, which is rare.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have nothing better than do than
like,
bully somebody on the clock.
Go hug your kids, bro. Go give your man some dick. You ain't give your man dick in a minute. That's why you in the grocery store wilding. Go ahead, hop on the stallion, go to sleep. Go drink some milk.
You said give your man some dick.
Oh, wait.
So who was fucking up?
Whoa. Wait, this is coming out.
I knew what you meant. But what you say, nigga, is how you perceive.
Whoa, wait. What's wrong with?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hey, okay.
If that's your prerogative, do you. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure he meant the female go home and give her man.
You don't know what I meant.
You know,
shout out to the LGBTQIA community.
You know what? You're right. I don't know what niggas mean no more. Fuck that. I don't know. That's why we want to get educated.
But you see what I just did though? I just did what people be doing when they be, you know what I'm saying? They be flipping the script.
A whole politician, like a whole debate. But this ain't that. We ain't gonna even go into that.
Matter of fact, if you talk like that, you can't be my homie. You can't be my friend. We can't speak on a regular basis. Cause I'm just not trying to. I don't want to have PC conversations in my car on the late night tip.
Fact. Yeah.
Like I just don't. Like I'm just trying to talk.
Yeah.
like don't PC me when I'm just
shit, man. So fuck it. We about to wrap this shit up. Shout out. So compliments to the chef segment.
Compliments to the chef.
Definitely shout out to the people that, you know,
it ain't a shout out.
My fault. Compliment. My fault. Compliment.
Yeah. Come on now. How you going? See, he's flinching at me, I'm flinching back, but right now I look pussy because you can't see me. So you may think I'm flinching because he flinching, but really I'm instigating the flinch, and he was just responding to the flinch. So therefore, I am.
Anyways, dog, because niggas is low-key tired. Compliments to the chef, to the. Honestly, for rap, no. Compliments to the niggas like that's a part of a team and just striving to a bigger goal and putting
your role.
Yeah, playing your fucking role, putting your egos to the side for the greater good. Cause
you're not out here hating.
Yes.
You just want to see your mans win. So you doing what needs to be done so that he could prosper, so that you could prosper.
Exactly.
We all not gonna be billionaires, millionaires, famous, doing all this, that, and the third. But guess what? Millionaires can build generational wealth. Billionaires can build generational wealth, not just for their families, for other families too.
Exactly.
Look at what LeBron did.
Clutch.
He put his people in position, and now look at them running empires. There's people out here that's moving like that. But guess what? You got to remove your ego because you got to know your man's come first because he is the catalyst.
Yeah, fact, man. If he eat, you eat. And it helps you out in the long run. I just seen, honestly, what really sparked this is really because I seen just watching videos, just kind of, look at the concept of why groups like rap crews or just groups in general, why they break up and they all have a very similar story. It's just, 9 times out of 10, niggas ego. Yeah, ego, you know. And they didn't play their role. Every time they look back, they like, damn, I wish I would have played my role a little bit longer. Yeah. We could have did this, we could have accomplished bigger things. And it's like,
I wish I would have took a smaller cut on this concert, because then we could have did 3 more concerts, and then at the end I would have made more money. Yeah. But I was too caught up in this fee I was finna get now, and I was thinking short-sighted, so now I'm not eating it.
Yeah, and nobody, and honestly, we living our life. Nobody trying to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda, bro. That's dead, bro.
I hate regret.
Yeah, like you might as well just do that shit now. But granted, you know, follow your heart. Niggas gotta be, dude. If you gotta, you know, if your gut's saying you gotta stand up for yourself, by all means, stand up for yourself. But
all due respect to it, if you have regret and you are above the age of 21, you low key, you pussy. You pussy. Like
he said, you pussy.
Yeah, you pussy. If you have regret, if you're not doing things that you want to do in life and moving the way that you need to move to get to places that you want to get to, and you are of the age to make decisions for yourself, come on, bro. Come on, do what you gotta do.
All right.
You reap what you sow, but you never reap what you sow in the immediate time. You reap what you sow in the past. So don't be upset about the position you are in now. Realize that the position you are in is because of things that you have done in the past, and just move differently.
Yeah.
Why you getting caught up? You already reaping what you sowing, but you over here complaining about what you reaping. Come on, just move forward, bro.
Come on, man.
Do what you need to do. I'm tired of niggas out here. I don't have no money. I can't do this. Then go get some money.
Yeah.
My stomach. Then go to the gym.
My stomach.
I don't got no girl. Then go talk to girls.
Yeah, I feel
go practice. You out here.
Honestly, yeah, it's definitely, you know, people overcomplicate things, but
bruh, it's so overcomplicated.
Yeah, it's just, that's another topic in itself.
Shout out to the people that, you know what I'm saying, compliments.
Yeah, compliments to the people that play their role and the seller their role and recognize there's something bigger than them.
Yeah.
And we're all striving towards this goal.
Yeah.
And in the end, they will be better off, their legacy wise, and just better off, you know, as a person, knowing I had no regrets, and look at what I helped did, and something to be proud of.
Because you'll get there faster by yourself, but you'll get farther together.
Yeah. So.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll stay there.
Yeah, so definitely, this concludes this episode, Slim to None podcast, and you know the vibes. It's a wrap.
Ever since you